some people who were not quite as resilient and adaptable to the change and who did not meet the current market needs have an adjustment to have to make. But I can state with certainty that every human being has a need, no matter what the setting. And if we care enough about the potential customer to find out what that new need is and do our best to try to fill that new need, if there's been a change in needs, then the market continues.
It's interesting that you mentioned it's anyone that I've spoken to right now who does what you do, and especially virtually, has had kind of the privilege of being able to meet with many people, help many people, expand their reach, etc. And I'm so interested, to hear from someone in your position, when you're dealing with so many people from around the world right now, what has been the kind of general advice you've been giving, or your perspective on how to maintain abundant mentality right now in an environment that's pretty hostile, and I'd love to hear your feedback on that and what you've seen out there at the moment.
Well, I really can't say that it has been all that challenging in my situation. I've been quite blessed this last few months, because I already had some online presence, and I just moved even more into the online world. And we've probably gone up 35% in the last 3 months in business. So I can't say that I've personally seen a major challenge.
Yeah,
I've certainly had some people who were not quite as resilient and adaptable to the change and who did not meet the current market needs have an adjustment to have to make. But I can state with certainty that every human being has a need, no matter what the setting. And if we care enough about the potential customer to find out what that new need is and do our best to try to fill that new need, if there's been a change in needs, then the market continues. If we project onto that customer the previous need or our assumed need, we end up getting feedback from the customer letting us know we're not actually meeting a true need. And so there were some adjustments and making assumptions about what people wanted. But when we started to get what people were wanting, the demand goes up. It doesn't go down, it goes up. So I'm a firm believer that we have to care enough about humanity to be resilient enough and adaptable enough to keep current with the ongoing transforming needs of the people that we serve. And I don't know what that's always going to be in advance. Some I can foresight, some are hindsight, but you have to be willing to rapidly adapt to that need to keep building momentum. I do know that no matter what happens on the outer world, that's not what is so crucial, is our perception, our decisions, and our actions from it. And we only have control over those three things in our life. We don't have control on what goes on in the out world, but we do have control of how we perceive it, what we decide to do, and how we act upon it. And so I'm a firm believer to take accountability for those three things and then make adjustments according to those three things. Because otherwise we'll dissociate and we'll separate causality and think that it's something with them instead of it's our response to them. But I do believe that this is forcing us to go to priority. Every symptom that goes on in our business, and for that matter, our physiology, our psychology, our relationships, our sociology, every area of our life is constantly offering us feedback to guide us to be the most authentic, most sustainably fair exchanged, inspired, integral individual we can be. And so if we ask ourselves, how is whatever is happening, no matter what the situation, how is it helping us fulfill what's truly most meaningful to us and see it on the way, not in the way, we won't be distracted by misperceptions. And we'll use ourselves resiliently to adapt to meet needs, and we'll use it as a catalyst to do something extraordinary. And usually when we get challenged, at least in our perceptions, it initiates innovation, wakes up genius, develops creativity, and allows us to go to heights we would not normally have gotten to if we had not had that challenge. It's like the slingshot effect. Once we release it, it goes even higher. So I think that that's what's happening. It's a calling for us to be more integral, more authentic, more inspired, to deliver the more sustainably fair exchanged, real, service that's really needed, and care about human beings. And if we do, we use this period, the St. Corona period, as a reminder of what our real mission on the planet really is about.